What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some Project Zomboid Build 42. And before we get into the episode, I did want to take a quick look at a new update, because I noticed getting into our save took a little longer than normal. So, just a quick look, it looks like they adjusted once again the firearm mechanic. It seems like there's a chance to damage. Each successful aim shot hits the previous chance to hit calculation, then determines if the damage is dealt. This change aims to eliminate the frustration of missed shots and attempts to make every ranged attack feel more rewarding. They added a few new recipes. They added some items such as the can pipe, more stuff, an easier way to report bugs, some new functions. They tried to make loot spawning more consistent. Looks like they did some more forging recipes, forging buckles for spiked baseball bats and cudgels. They added new skill books, recipe magazines, and crafting tools, especially bottleneck items, to the foraging tables. Turning an iron band into 4 small iron bands, fixing saws and saw blades with a file, to get long sticks from brooms and mops, a carved wooden bucket item, bundled sterilized rag item, updated moodles and sounds, several mixing and polishing adjustments, footstep sweeteners when walking over garbage on the floors, okay, sounds for animals breaking down fences, log gates, grabbing eggs from the hutch, milking animals, open beer bottle sound to timed action, microwave and oven UIs play the toggle temp sound when setting temperature, oven UI on-off button plays the toggle stove sound. Remove calls to playing hammering sound from code. They removed death by tree. Apparently that was a thing. Scratches no longer bleed. And erroneous lacerations taken out. We can now see zombies climbing through windows when their head is visible. Double maintenance XP gain. That's interesting. Boiling water is now 10 times faster. Adjustments to safe house loot. Oh, previous survivalist safe houses stories would have better loot after 30 days. Since the apocalypse, this has been changed to 10. Late stage loot now appears in safe houses and on survivalist zombies after 90 days, not 180. Safe houses will now spawn skill books, recipes, and firearms ammunition more reliably. Have the muscle strain gain from being over encumbered. Only happens when they're encumbered enough to also take health damage. Items with sharpness will now lose sharpness at half the rate they did previously. That's really nice for like our knives and stuff, because that was happening super fast. Doubled the amount of clay from a bag. It is too dark to read, but the characters inside a vehicle, it will be possible to read as long as the vehicle's battery has charge. Less bias towards recent issues on comics and magazines. Mild nudge nerf to the sheet scrap metal baseball bat. Remove the maintenance level requirements for the glass and toothbrush shiv recipes. Balance sharpness reduction when chopping down trees. Nutrition values on animal meat when butchering. Dead farm plants now display mouse over tooltips in the plant information window. Limited numbers of hobo outfit zombies can spawn in derelict room deaths. Restored beer empty as clutter items from several stories. Added items, recipes, and evolved recipes using forged cooking pot. Copper saucepans to pasta and rice recipes. Reduced fatigue change for cola and soda fluids. Empty beer, pop, and tin cans can be used to boil water. Let's see. Lowered the amount of zombies in the forest by 5. You can disinfect a bandage using hot water. Needs to be very hot. Interesting. Both the handy trait and the repairman profession grant 1 level in the carving skill. Allow challenge maps to specify the min-max numbers of zombies per chunk. Oh, remove dangerous uncooked from chicken nuggets and fish fingers. Camouflage trucks have a 16% chance of having special loot instead of 8. Special loot chance for mural vans. Vehicle keys can spawn loot zombies in addition to key spawning in the ignition, so this wouldn't cover every instance. Keyring types will provide an 85% weight reduction for their contents while they are in their fake equip state. Hand knife item can be put on a keyring. Pocket watches can be put in the keyring. Camouflage trucks spawn more consistently. Clay will spawn 2 to 4 items instead of just 1. Paint bucket will use that specific name now instead of just bucket. Increase the rarity of the Rat King story. Characters with the carpenter, construction worker, level 1 of maintenance. +3 bonus to masonry for the construction worker. Water dish and bucket water debug now fill with rain. Change the maximum fuel limit for campfires and fireplaces from 6 to 8 hours. Bandit outfit zombies with bag will sometimes have armor and weapon recipe magazines and schematics in those bags, but not always. Survivalist outfit zombie bags should contain more skill books in tiers 1 to 3. Previously, they could only spawn tier and 4 and 5, which is what we just ran into and got scratched by. And they were all like very high tier skill books. Sheet sling bag capacity from 12 to 10. Okay, they nerfed that. This is all crafting stuff. It spawns a brass scrap on the character's square floor when a saxophone or trumpet break. Lavender, poppy, and rose seed packets can spawn in gardening baskets. This all has to do with planting and chopping down trees. Veteran occupation and desensitized trait should be completely immune to panic. Pickup trucks, pickup van trucks, and cargo vans, but not passenger vans, have a 40% chance of having special loot instead of default loot, as they are working vehicles. Step vans now have an 80% chance of having special loot. Double barrel shotguns can spawn as farm storage clutters. You can smash stag schools in order to get antlers. Sometimes fireplaces can have bellows or tongs on their square, as well as a fireplace poker. New items newer than the story to the murder scene story item clutter pool. Okay, this is all like crafting tags. Glasses, hats, and shoes that are added in stories and world randomizer clutter should not be deleted by the player quality of life world item removal system. Characters will only gain unhappiness from taking items from human corpses and will no longer accumulate stress from the action. However, players with the fear of blood will still accumulate stress, scaling with how bloody the item is when transferring items from a container, whether it's a human corpse or not. Limestone, stone maul, and large stone axe head now need to be made from a large flat stone, which can be found lying on the ground. Halved the neck strain from the sewing crafting timed action. Added masonry XP to several masonry recipes. Trailers will sometimes spawn with masonry special loot in them. Whoa. Trailers will always spawn with special loot in them as a crafting source. Nerfs to the ratchet rent and tire iron durability values. Short revolvers can sometimes spawn in purses and handbags. Boosted the spawns of whetstones. Boosted the spawns of masonry chisels. Home alarms can be an electronic story clutter item. Butter now requires 5 liters of milk instead of 0.5 liters. Okay. Players with the speed demon trait will sometimes, but very rarely, spawn with a speeding ticket in their inventory. That's kind of funny. Belts can no longer be ripped with the general purpose. Okay, they did a lot of stuff. Brussels sprouts can be added to stir fries and roasts. Shiv weapons all require no more than 1 maintenance to craft. Some minor nerfs to the durability and damage of the long, sharp bone. I want to see old generator item is now significantly louder than the good normal generators. Premium brand generator. So there's different like brands of generators. Ah. If a character has line of sight to a television and has a TV remote, they can perform appropriate interactions. That's cool. Camping first aid kits on store shelves should now be stocked. Reduce the run speed modifier on the knee pad items. Set up spawning opportunities for some new literature items. Added functionality for the small hacksaw for several appropriate crafting recipes. Okay. Ooh, successful shotgun hits now grant aiming XP once per shot rather than for each pellet that hits. These are a bunch of fixes. Doesn't look like anything about carpentry. I wanted to see if they changed anything with the not gaining XP through dismantling stuff. It looks like they've been working hard on trying to balance everything and make the necessary changes, which is nice. Very cool. Well, with that being said, we checked that out for a while. That was a lot of patch notes, but let's go ahead and finally get back into it. Oh, we just learned something, apparently. It looked like we learned, like, something for spiked armor. Oh, the new Moodles look much smaller now. But we wanted to come back here and check out these houses. Right? We wanted to come into this neighborhood a bit. We got all of this food that we might be able to loot on up. Here's all the police officers. So I think I'm going to hop out here. We still have our garden fork. This is all stuff that we grabbed from... It's getting pretty busy over here. This is all stuff we grabbed from, like, the ambulance and the EMT people. So, let's go ahead and back up here. Let's take out these few stragglers. See if we can't clear out the neighborhood. And honestly, if this neighborhood is unsuccessful in giving us anything that we really need, because the biggest thing we need is a generator skill book, or like skill magazine, or the electrician skill book. That's kind of the two most important things that we need right now, because we need to get a generator up and running. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to store any food. So, that's kind of our goal right now. Sadly, we didn't put much emphasis on that before, but there's a lot of new stuff we were checking out, like with the animals. It's our first time really testing out any of the animals. Trying to take care of animals. But we definitely, now that the power has gone out, have some different priorities. So, with that being said, let's try and clear this neighborhood. Kind of go from there. I don't know what is happening with the zombie. Okay. I don't know what that was. The zombie's all tweaked out. Sure. Okay, we got a couple police officers here, and it looks like they have some nice weapons. I was gonna say, I see someone moving back here. I really came over here for the police zombies. And, their vehicle. Because if we can get some more ammo and such, that zombie is tweaking me out. We do have a backpack here. It's empty. Got quite a few zombies surrounding our car. How is our garden fork doing? It's actually still in pretty good condition. You look like you have a pistol and a shotgun. Okay. I definitely did not expect all you guys to come push me at once. Let's try and get behind these trees, cut off line of sight. A couple of them look like they went back to our vehicle. We're already starting to get drowsy. Don't really need another police vest. Okay, the spear is extremely buggy right now. Wow. Wow, what is going on? Okay. Well, this is very odd. What happens if we try and reload here? Because that's not super great. That's not super great. So let's go back to the main menu real quick. We might have to put a hold on this until they get this fixed. Alright, let's try and reload. See if that does anything for some reason. But yeah, seems like we're having some bug issues right now. Which obviously... Okay, they're back alive. Oh, that's weird. No. They're still like bugged out. Is that specific to the garden fork? Continue to back up here and reload one more time. Maybe the garden fork's just bugged out. Spooky. Okay, she's back to normal. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just the garden fork. Maybe we can't use that right now. Let's go ahead and eat all of this sandwich. Is our weight going back down? No. No, it is not. Well, this kind of sucks because we're isolated from our truck, which is where all our extra weapons are. And if the garden fork's not working... You don't have any ammo in that. I'll take the pistol because you do have ammo. You look like you have a nightstick. We're drowsy and out of breath. I don't know if I like how small they made the noodles. It's very small. Kind of like them being large and easy to see. Yeah, you're down. See if we can't wipe you real quick. Oh, man. Even our push animation was buggy. Like, look at that. It's like certain animations are getting locked in place. Let me, Here, I'm gonna try one more thing real quick. One more thing. Let's go ahead and quit the desktop. Pull up Steam. And if we go to manage... So browse local files? No. Properties? Betas. Yeah, this is all 42, so it's launching in the right one. That's what we want. Huh. And I doubt this will fix anything. Maybe relaunching the whole game will fix something. If not, we might have to wait till the next patch. Because it's a little buggy right now. And I don't really want to go back all the way to oh, there was a backup save for it. Should we try to load the backup save? I guess that can kind of be like last resort, right? But our current situation is not looking so great. I don't really want to start blasting that pistol. Nope, that's not gonna be... Yeah, we're not having that right now. We're not having that. That is going to get us murdered, for sure. So, question is what do we do now? I mean, that's our vehicle. I think we might have to end it here. Because I really don't want to lose this character to a bug. That would be extremely frustrating. I might just have to keep my eye out for the next patch. Because I don't want to go back to build 41. I feel like that's boring. There's so much new stuff added to build 42, but it looks like this last update they had. Which, I mean, it's unstable. Things like this are expected to happen. It's not like I'm upset over it. It's just an understanding of the situation that, yeah, there's some bugs that they need to fix with this new update. It must have I don't know if it corrupted some of the files or what happened, but as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.